Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to be looking at proportionate bar charts or composite bar charts. Okay, so it says here the proportionate bar chart or the composite bar chart is simply a rectangular bar which is drawn vertically or horizontally. The rectangular bar is subdivided into different heights or lengths in order to represent various magnitudes of data. The magnitude of data represented is directly proportional to each smaller rectangle. All right, so let's look at an example here, guys. So we can see that we have a proportionate bar chart here, and this is actually the number of people in a class of girls who prefer these brands, right? Who prefer these brands. And we can see here that most girls in this classroom prefer Gucci. Another set actually likes Fendi instead, and a smaller set likes Prada, and the smallest set likes Chanel, right? So basically, what this bar represents is how many people in the classroom actually like Gucci, how many people like Fendi, how many people like Prada, and how many people like Chanel. And when we place it in this bar chart in this way, where the magnitude of the data represented is directly proportional to the smaller rectangle, that's when we get the bar chart looking like this. I'm going to give you guys another example because this one is vertical. Let's do a horizontal one. So let's say that this horizontal chart has only two regions, right? And let's say this bar chart represents the Jamaican population, right? Right, the Jamaican population of who prefers track or football. Cool. And many people would actually answer this question saying, hey, it's actually football. More people in Jamaica like football, but that's really not true. More people in Jamaica genuinely like track and field, which is why the stadium is always so packed during champs time, right? And it's actually a small number of people who actually like football in Jamaica. It's very minute. Most people actually don't care about football in Jamaica. They're more in tune into the Diamond League, into track and field, which team is going to win champs this season, right? So this whole region here, where you see track, actually represents um, a set of the Jamaican population who much rather prefers track, and here represents the uh, population that prefers football. Okay. All right. So let me do an example of this. These are just some wild examples. Let's do a more structured example so we know exactly what we're talking about here. All right, guys. So we're back in it, and we're here looking at an example here. It says the table below shows the ways in which Argentina spent its budget for that year. And we have wages and salaries at 33 million, right? The amount spent in millions is on the right, and the amount Argentina spent on its budget is on the left, right? So for wages and salaries, we have 33 million. For health, we have 24 million. For education, we have 15 million. For agriculture, we have 13. And for communication, we have 5 million, right? So it says find the total amount budgeted for the year and draw a composite. There should be a E here. Draw a composite bar chart if the height of the chart is to be 5.4 centimeters. Cool. So for A, all we have to do is add up all of these, which is 33 plus 24, 33 plus 24 plus 15 plus 13 plus 5, and you should actually get 90 million. So 90 million is the total amount budgeted for the year. Cool. Now, if the height of the bar chart is supposed to be 5.4 centimeters, right? So let's just draw the chart over here. Let's assume that this is 5.4 centimeters. We still need to find out what exactly the length would be for the amount spent on the budget, right? So what we'd actually have to do is, since we know that the height of the chart is 5.4 centimeters, then all we have to do now is find it out of the total, right? In terms of, we're going to multiply, in this case, to find the wages and salaries amount on the bar, we're going to put 33 over 90, and we're going to multiply that by 5.4. Cool. And that should actually give us 1.98 centimeters. Cool. All right. Now, so let's check the other one. So for the second one, it should actually be 24 over 90 multiplied by 5.4, and this should give me 1.44 centimeters. Cool. Then this one here is, we're going to do the same thing, 15 over 90 multiplied by 5.4, and we're actually going to get 0.90. Then we're going to put 13 over 90 and multiply that by 5.4, and we should get 0.78. Then we have the last one, which is 5 over 90 multiplied by 5.4, and we get 0.30. All right, so great. So all we're going to get now is, we're going to have this here. That should represent the 0.30. Then we should have 0.78, 0.90. Then, oh well, that one is kind of too high. These two are kind of too high. Let's just make sure we try to make it as proportionate as possible. So this one should represent 0.30, then 0.78, then 0.90 is here, then 1.44 is here, then the 1.98 is here. Cool. So let's just draw that on the diagram itself to finish up here, guys. So this one is the wages and salaries. This is health. This is education. This is agriculture. And the last one is communication. All right, so with these five in place, we drew the diagram. And obviously, guys, when you actually have this question to do, you would use a ruler and you would draw the 5.4 centimeters, and you would actually use the amounts that you get from what you multiply to find the bar chart. It's really simple, guys. All you have to do is put it over the total and multiply it by what the height or the width should be, and you just draw your bar chart. Cool. All right, guys, so we're going to move on to other bar charts in the next lecture, and I'm looking forward to seeing you. All right. That's it, and I'll see you in the next lecture, and remember to do your best, and God will do the rest.